Welcome to Hot Button Hashtags. I have a psychological disorder. I'm not entirely sure what it's called or if it even has a name. I'm sure it does, and someone out there knows, but they're not watching this video. They have better things to do with their time. I am aware of my faults, or rather, I suspect I have faults. And then I underachieve in order to highlight how little I really care that I am failing in any way. I'll give you an example. When I first started on Facebook, I used to draw all of my profile pictures. I very rarely posted a profile picture that was an actual photograph. I would draw these very fun, very simple, very clever, colorful, creative, whatever you want to call them, profile pictures. Sometimes I would do one every day, and it became sort of my thing, my trademark. And it's not really hard to draw yourself in profile when you're literally half of a kickball with a sharp nose-ish thing and a jagged, scraggly beard with a round blue dot for an eye. It's really not very complicated at all. And as a result, I drew many of them. But here's the thing. I would draw them with MS Paint, the cheapest, most ghetto art program, but I loved it because it underlined how little I cared about actual art. I really do appreciate good artwork. I have a lot of friends who are very good artists, and I am like insanely murderously jealous of each and every one of them. And on any given night, one of them might look out their window and see me staring hatefully up at their window. That's how much I appreciate art. But I would use this really crappy format to produce these really lame self-portraits because I wanted everyone to know that I knew I was not a good artist, and I wasn't ashamed of it. In fact, I wanted to highlight it. That has kind of been how I've done everything. I remember being tested for ADD, and part of the test was they gave you sort of a story prompt, and what they wanted you to do was to finish the story. And they gave you a full page, and they said if you need more room, switch to the back of the paper. And it described this serene sunrise, and there were some trees nearby, and I proceeded to tell this story of the lone deer. It had been separated from its mother, but it was just on that cusp of maturity where it could fend for itself. And so it wasn't afraid, and it wound its way through the forest, eating, thistles and drinking from the stream and smelling for danger and for familiarity, and how it started to find itself and find its strength. And you got to the bottom of the page and you turned over, and then it was hit by a truck. Well, I thought that was hilarious, but somebody didn't because I ended up on medication. I just can't leave things alone. When I know I'm bad at it, but I'm forced to do it anyway. Not that I was forced to draw these self-portraits, or even that I'm forced to make these videos, which is where I'm headed, I guess. Adam, when he makes a video, he searches and he finds these trends that are relevant and exciting and new, things that are interesting to people. He finds things he's passionate about, and he says it in such a way that you believe him. He speaks with authority. He's a lot like Jesus in that way. He really puts in some effort, or well, he says he puts in some effort. It's hard to believe that he puts in effort. He is supposedly a social media icon. But if you've noticed our subscriber count, it's awfully, embarrassingly, abysmally low. But he does these videos, and people appreciate them. They genuinely appreciate them. It's not a pity like that he gets. It's people say, I watched the video, and what he said resonated with me, and I like that. So I'm going to click on the like thingy-majig there. What do you know? Yeah. People watch my video, and they go, he's trying. I'm going to click like, because it'll make his mom feel better. I know, I don't try very hard. I use what I've got. My mouth and my belly. And occasionally, when I'm feeling like I really need to stick it to Adam with a view count, I'll drag my kids into it and make them dance like trained monkeys. Although, trained monkeys would actually probably get more views. I'm starting to think my kids are growing out of that useful, cute stage. I am aware that my videos are maybe not meeting my full potential. They're not inspiring anyone to greatness. They're not inciting riots or causing trends or being watched. It's, you know, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I can live with myself. But can you? I mean, look around. Are you happy with yourself? Are you happy with your life? Are you out there achieving your dreams? Well, then you need to watch more of my videos and like them all. And if you haven't subscribed, then you should, because I'm here to help you achieve your dreams. And how can I do that if you don't subscribe to my channel? Probably, that's probably the best video I've ever made.